squirming in my seat.
I put you on the spot and make your coochie hot. Your coochie coochie
Cuckoo,
chakra. Your coochie chakra can't resist crying like a little bitch.
coochie chakra.
Coochie chakra. Who hurt you and your cuckoo?
Cuckoo, coochie chakra.
Who hurt you?
Cuckoo, coochie chakra.
Coochie chakra.
Coochie chakra.
Matrix. Matrix. I am a mad Viking, artist, a free, sovereign spirit. I am a mad sorcerer, casting spells and performing exorcisms. Fenrir is my wolf pet. No guilt, no regrets. Fuck this sewer matrix of demons, liars, zombies. I am a mad Viking, seer, warrior, destroyer of demons.
Your lie-ridden, rat-infested, cockroach-loving
Matrix.
Fuck your demonic
Evil.
asshole
Shit.
Fuck your
Hell realm. Demonic evil. Matrix.
Fuck your
Matrix.
Fuck your
Matrix.
Matrix Matrix
This is El Diablo Radio International. The hottest show in hell!
Nobody does it better.
Nobody. We bring the madness.
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 Ladies love El Diablo.
That handsome, cheeky little devil.
Ladies love El Diablo. Hot, hot, hot.
El Diablo.
El Diablo.
El Diablo.
El Diablo.
You naughty,
Naughty!
cheeky little devil!
Hello. 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 I'm trying this something different tonight. Live streaming in portrait mode, vertical and landscape, horizontal. Live streaming two different ways. And this is El Diablo Radio International, the greatest show in hell. Nobody does it better. Nobody. Hello, my tiggers. Hello. Hello, my tiggers. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, my tiggers. Hello, my tiggers. Hello, my tiggers. My tiggers. My tiggers. Hello, my tiggers. My tiggers.
It's a realm of atrocities, and you love it. You love it! You love the cruelty. You love the torture.
Don't lie.
You love the lies. You love the lies! Hell realm.
Hell realm.
Hell realm.
Hell realm.
Wicked world. Wicked evil. Demonic world. You love it. You love the evil, atrocities. You love this wicked, evil
Hell realm.
of demons. You love sickness. Hell realm.
Hell realm.
Hell realm. The underworld. The upside down world.
You love it. Higher than heaven in your mind.
Every breath is a lie.
Every word is a crime.
A spiritual crime. You love it. You love the atrocities.
You love the demons.
Hell realm.
Hell realm.
Hell realm.
Hello, my Tiggers. Hello. Hello, hello.
Do you love demons? Do you love degenerates? Do you love losers? Maybe this is your home. Cockroaches.
Maybe you belong here, forever here.
To burn and scream, cry and sear in the fire.
Filthy,
Liars
burning.
in the fire. Burning in the fire.
Meat suit zombies and demons.
Degenerate piss and
Creepy creatures.
peasants. Piss ants. Piss ants. I'm the king of the castle. You demons are dirty.
Dirty rascals.
Dirty rascals. I'm the king of the castle.
You demons.
Are filthy rascals.
Filthy
Filthy.
rascal demons.
Raven King, the King of Kings.
I can do anything,
Anything.
anything.
You peasants and pissants
You demon tarts.
can't understand.
You lie and gaslight.
Extra hard.
Extra insecure demons.
You can only insult, mock, bash, and envy.
You live in envy and fear.
You belong
Here,
here,
forever.
sealed in here,
Stay here.
and burn. Shut the fuck up and burn, 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 burn here.
Demons,
Hello, hello, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Yes.
Do you know who I am? Do you know where I've been, what I've been through? Do you know what I've seen and seen fit to do?
Madness.
I am the little prince of unstoppable truth, unstoppable truth. In a single lifetime I grew and I grew into the Raven King. I sing and I sing lullabies to vampires, zombies deluded by worldly matrix lies.
Ooh, madness.
You can't harm me! My whole life is scarred! With truth as my sword, I'll cut you apart. Slice and dice, creepy demons, brutally not nice. It's a wicked world.
It's a witchy world.
My ravens and crows stand watchful, loyal, beauteous beings, humorous, wise and noble.
My beautiful ravens and crows.
My familiars. I was a little prince as a boy. Psychic and spiritual weapons I will deploy against you and your sick world of wretched evil demons. Your abysmal and rancid smelly hell realm, sewer matrix of recycled shit. You live in filth like cockroaches, and you love it.
Most of you love the lies, sanity and conformity that I can only despise. You swim in disease, smiling slaves.
Betrayals bring you glee. Over an open fire, you cockroaches and piss ants. I see through your lies and deceptions.
Piss ants.
Last chance.
Choose wisely.
Choose freedom.
Stand against evil.
I am the Raven King.
I can do anything.
Truth is my weapon, my shield,
My fire.
my raven soar.
Higher and higher.
Justice will be done.
Demons will pay for spiritual crimes. Demons will be slain.
For torture
Wickedness
and mountains of lies. Upon lies.
upon lies.
Lies upon lies.
Lies upon lies.
You evil demons will burn, burn, burn.
Ravens and crows. Ravens and crows. I love my ravens and crows.
I have my own kingdom.
I am my own being.
Demons will ride and scream
As they
burn, burn.
don't like tattoos.
Oh my god, it's always the tattoos. Tattoos are cool, man. What would I have to be like a 10 though?
No tattoos.
Okay.
Hair out, not braided. Different outfit.
Those can be changed.
You are what you present yourself as on a singular night out.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Man said you'd be a 10 with no tattoos, new hair, new outfit, so basically not you. Honesty is good, but bro turned a rating into a full identity reset. That's crazy.
You know how we always make the joke of like old people being like, oh, you know those tattoos are permanent, don't you? Yeah, of course I know it's permanent. But now I'm sitting here looking at tattoos that I've had since I was 18 and I'm like, oh shit, that shit took me forever. And I liked that when I was 18. This moon right here, it makes me, no, I'm gagging.
You really said this is forever, like it was a good idea. Now you stuck in a long-term relationship with a tattoo you don't even like anymore. That's tough.
So, Sativa, why did you have your balloon unpops for him?
He's handsome, and I was just kind of waiting to hear more.
Okay, got it. So, why do we end up popping hers?
I bet I could guess, but go ahead.
What would you say?
Probably all the stuff on my face.
The tattoos?
Yeah.
I like
Piercings.
tattoos. I got some too, but you got some in some areas that I'm not sure my mom would kind of approve. She kind of be like, I don't know.
I have my own thoughts about that whole concept,
for
but
sure.
I definitely respect that.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
an
especially
artist.
with you being an artist, it makes sense.
Yeah. And I actually have like other things too.
Other things like what? Oh,
I got so many questions.
Bro said my mom wouldn't approve, like that wasn't the final boss of red flags. Respect for being honest though, because yeah, face tattoos come with consequences. Let's not act surprised.
The face tattoo was embarrassing. I told her not to get it. I did not make her get no face tattoo on myself, of her face. I don't know why she would even do that, because like, it's just her turn. Literally, like, I don't know, I think she's gonna regret it.
Tattooing your partner's face on your face is insane. That's not love. That's a lifetime subscription to a situation that might expire next year.
We listen and we don't judge. I want to remove like 75% of my tattoos. Wow, I needed to get that off my chest. Guys, my mom was right. Don't get a bunch of tattoos before your frontal lobe is formed. Like, your girl turns 25 later this month. I'm pretty sure like 3 or 4 months ago, I felt my brain just, whoop, she was formed. So many things in my life, I was like, what was I thinking? I just fully realized that every single one of these tattoos was an impulsive decision. It was probably because I had unmedicated ADHD and I was just searching for a little quick dopamine boost. But don't get me wrong, there's some that I absolutely love. Like, I love this one. This leafy one, she's staying forever. This leaf one in the back, love. Mushrooms are fine. Almost all of the rest of it, get it off my body. Get it off my body. It's not at all that I don't like tattoos, I just don't like my tattoos. What I would love to do is get rid of like almost all of them and then get it redone with things that I've actually thought about, with a thought out plan. It's $4,000 for unlimited tattoo removal sessions. Like, you go in as many times as you want for $4,000 and they'll delete your arm. Have I been looking into that? Yeah. It's been like 6 months of thinking about this, guys. I'm not saying I'm gonna start immediately, but if this arm starts fading in the next year or two, you know why. Why'd none of you tell me how bad it was? You just let me keep doing it. I blame you. This is your fault.
Yeah, this is what growth looks like: expensive, painful, and slightly embarrassing. Your brain said, we're adults now, and suddenly your tattoos are fighting for their lives.
When a man won't date you because you have tattoos. Peace out.
Middle finger? For a preference? Nah, that's not confidence, that's hurt with extra steps. People are allowed to like what they like. You're not his type, and that's okay.
Imagine, if you will, that you put a shirt on once when you were in your 20s, and now you have to wear that for the rest of your life. And that is what it feels like to get heavily tattooed before you turn into a fully developed adult human. I wanted to talk about, there's like a lot of reasons to regret my tattoos, but today specifically I wanted to talk about not matching my aesthetic, right? So I think if you asked almost anybody that's over 30, if they have a better idea of who they are in their 30s than they did in their 20s, they're gonna be like, oh my God, yes. I have all of these tattoos that don't necessarily reflect who I am at 36, They might have reflected a moment in time in my 20s, maybe a moment in time that I was like not doing so well mentally, and they are here forever. Before anybody says anything, no, I'm not getting all of my tattoos removed. Like, that's not even feasible. Don't even suggest it. Generally, I have like a lot more femme, girly aesthetic than I did when I was younger. I was a lot more dark and spooky and moody, and now like I have adult problems. I'm back to doing a bunch of stuff I liked to do when I was a kid, like collecting antiques and spending time outside, and I wear a lot of white and ruffles. My aesthetic just does not match. No shade to the artists, still get a ton of compliments on them, just wish that they weren't on my body. But I wanted to come on here and put myself out there and say I was told that I would regret my tattoos when I got older. I am older and I do regret my tattoos, and you might too.
Yeah, this is the part nobody tells you your personality upgrades, but your tattoos stay on version 1 forever. Now you walking around like a before and after picture at the same time.
Ultimately, when it comes to tattoos and piercings, all this stuff, like it's for most men, it's going to be either neutral, but that's the best it's ever going to be. Like when you get all tatted up, piercings, it's either going to be a neutral and you're doing that shit for yourself because you like it, or it's going to be a negative for men. It's either a neutral or a negative. But all your tattoos, all your piercings, it's almost never going to be a positive.
For me,
now there's some dudes who have like tattoo fetishes, but it's a guy's never going to be like, I didn't want her. Now that she's all blasted in tattoos and has a septum piercing, now I want to bang her. No.
I think that a guy that has tattoos would be more like obviously accepting of a girl that has them. You know what I mean? And if that's like the type of person that you want to attract, like...
Here's what I agree with.
Okay.
A guy who has tattoos is probably more accepting, that's the word you use, accepting of a woman who has tattoos. Right. Whether or not it makes her more attractive,
oh no,
I don't think that's the case.
No.
Even for men who have tattoos, I think it's a neutral or it's a negative.
Man said tattoos are neutral at best, like it's a product review. He's not completely wrong, but attraction isn't one size fits all. If you're doing it for male approval, you already lost. Do it for you. Or don't cry when it doesn't boost your stock.
You wanna see my tattoo?
What?
My tattoo. Don't you
You got a tattoo?
Yeah. You wanna see it?
Hang on, so you didn't do that, did you?
Look.
What the frickin', what do you have? Oh my God.
She expected a cheer. He went straight into denial mode. That's not a nice tattoo. That's a we need to talk immediately reaction.
What would you do if your partner said they didn't want you getting any more tattoos? For context, my boyfriend and I have been together for about 5 months, and I very clearly have quite a few tattoos. And we were having a conversation yesterday. I sent him a picture of this girl that had 2 arm sleeves, and I said that I thought it looked really good. And his response was, if you think this looks good, then we need to reconsider what we're doing here. He then went on to say it gets to a point where it's too many. And he has voiced this opinion before in the past, saying, I think, too many tattoos is unattractive. I think what you have is fine, which I've always said I don't want my whole body covered in tattoos, but I've always considered doing my other arm, at least finishing my one arm. And he's known this since we started talking. He's known that I've wanted to get more tattoos, at least on my one arm, and fill in what I have. And I think it really got under my skin this time because I was thinking, like, what is that fine line? Like, what happens if I go to the tattoo shop and I get one more tattoo and I come home and he's just like, yeah, actually, that one right there was the fine line for me. And that's my threshold of what's too many. And I'm all for respect. If my partner doesn't like something, I'm not going to do it, and vice versa. If there's something I don't like, he's not going to do it. But at the same time, I feel like this is different because when I met him, he knew I liked tattoos. And I think it's kind of weird to say, okay, well, what you have is fine, but if you decide to get a lot more, I'm actually all set. But can't define what too many is. I don't know. You let me know what you think about it.
He knew you liked tattoos, and now he's setting mystery limits? Nah, bro. Pick a stance. You can't date a tattoo girl and then act shocked when she wants more ink. That's like ordering spicy food and complaining it's hot.
I hate my tattoos, and let me tell you why. So I've never, ever seen anyone talk about this openly on the internet. I personally regret every single tattoo I've ever gotten. I started getting them at 18, and since I was maybe 10 years old, I was going through some identity crisis, wanting to be loved, wanting to be accepted, and for me that was my way to do that. And I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago. You're not going to find many heavily tattooed people admit that. Whenever somebody asks me about a tattoo, should I get a hand tattoo? No, please don't get it, or at least wait a long time until you're 100% certain that you want it. And everyone is always shocked that I say that, and I wish I had somebody when I was younger to tell me that. I have 2 boys, and they know I don't want them to get tattoos. However, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do, and who am I to say no? It's been a few years now, but I started getting a few small tattoos removed, and it's painful. If I had the opportunity and the money, I would completely remove every single tattoo on my body. You best believe as soon as I hit 1 million followers on here, I will be getting a full body tattoo removal, and I will be taking you all with me. Now, don't get me wrong, I love tattoos. I have many tattooed friends. I think they're beautiful. I think they're unique. It shows your creative side. I have nothing against tattoos, but personally, I regret every single tattoo I've ever gotten. Anyways, I just wanted to come on here and say that. I know I have a lot of younger girls that follow me, and I just wanted to be open and honest about what people don't talk about. All right, guys, have a great day.
Yeah, this one's real. She's not blaming tattoos. She's blaming the version of herself that got them. But don't twist it like this is everyone's story. Some people grow into their tattoos. She just grew out of
Hello, everyone. I want you to think of the worst person you know. Now make that person a British blonde girl with an OnlyFans and 0 self-respect. And that times 10,000 is Bonnie Blue. I've made a couple videos about Bonnie before, stating that she is maybe one of the worst humans to ever live, and I stand by that. She is the devil in human form. She did the whole 1,000 guys thing as an OnlyFans stunt, and she has not stopped. She's been up to more nonsense lately. She hasn't stopped at wanting all the men in the world. She has now transitioned into liking kids.
But one thing I can say, parents, I've hydrated your kids, I've picked them up, and I've given them a very tight, cozy space to spend their night. And yes, I mean deep inside.
Now, I was under the impression that if you were an adult and you're going after children, then that was a bad thing. But Bonnie has somehow turned it into a lucrative career. She's made millions of dollars promoting her OnlyFans by just saying like, oh yes, I'm coming for your kids. And then this recent obsession with ballet Legos.
Hey boys, I'm in Cancun spring break and I want to break yet another world record. So this weekend, if you turn 18 at the night, come and see me and I can make my most barely legal video, yeah. And you can leave your V-card deep inside of me.
Now let me put that into more plain English for you. A 27-year-old who looks like she's 50 is making millions of dollars by preying on 18-year-old boys. At some point, we gotta look at that and be like, okay, maybe this shouldn't be allowed. Maybe this is not a person who should be rich and famous. Maybe it's someone who might want to be in jail. And the thing is, she's very open about the fact that she's evil. Listen to how she responds to this guy saying his mom didn't want him to be there.
As my mom saw that you were coming here on Facebook and she started fucking crying.
What, your mum did?
Yeah.
Why? What's your mum's name?
Elizabeth.
Q Elizabeth. And
chill.
I mean, that's just as disrespectful as it gets. She's literally flaunting the fact that she's destroying this kid's brain. And I think that video is a really good representation of the porn industry as a whole. Like, they're not your friend. They're trying to ruin your mind, ruin your life, all so they can make more money. And if you at home are struggling with a porn addiction, then I highly recommend you check out the app Quitter. Quitter is an app that was designed to break people free from the shackles of porn addiction. It has a ton of different features that keep people away from the Bonnie Blues of the world. One of the best features is the content blocker, where all you have to do is press a button and Quitter automatically gets rid of all the porn content on your phone. That way you don't even need to use your willpower because all of the content won't be there to tempt you. It also has a ton of other features like mood tracking, urge tracking, community forums, but the best has to be the panic button. With the panic button, all you have to do is press one red button on your screen and Quitter will give you a ton of different resources to help fight that urge. Quitter is something that I truly believe in because I think a porn addiction is one of the worst things that can happen to your brain, especially if you're young. I mean, it just totally messes with your About a month ago, when she announced to the world that she was pregnant.
The secret is out, and yes, I am pregnant. I thought I'd let these boys have a souvenir, seeing as my souvenir is going to take 9 months.
Now, my first thought when I heard this was that poor child, because that child is literally never going to have any happiness in life because he or she is going to be walking around knowing that their mom is literally the devil. But my second thought was that kid's going to slip out easily, easiest birth ever. My third thought was, is this real or is it a publicity stunt? But it appeared to be real. She was posting ultrasounds and she kind of created a second account where she was posting like day in the life of pregnancy, and she started to act all very down to earth.
I'm pregnant. I don't know, I just love sharing stuff with this account because you get to see the real me, and I'm just really grateful. Deep down, I am beyond excited, beyond grateful. I'm doing everything possible to make sure I'm healthy. I've been going for all the right checks.
And this led to her actually getting a lot of support somehow. I mean, look at some of the goddamn comments on her vlog post. Pregnant TikTok Bonnie's my new favorite person. Bonnie's now my favorite TikToker. I don't care. I don't care. I love her. Love seeing the real you. You're glowing. So all of a sudden, somehow, by getting pregnant and vlogging it, people seem to forget that she's, profiting highly off the destruction of people's brains and is just overall a terrible person.
A lot of women claim you can't have whilst pregnant, but I'm about to show you you can do exactly that. These boys are going to take me to Paris and possibly give my baby a twin.
And all of that fell apart very quickly when she posted this video.
So spring break is done and I'm no longer going to need this fake bum. So thank you for all you middle-aged dumb parents that fell for my rage bait. Because not only has it paid for the villa, the sunshine, but over 100 million views has made me £1 million better off.
Yeah, she was faking it. She's not pregnant. It was entirely a publicity stunt for attention, and it worked, sadly, very, very well because she got a hell of a lot of attention when she posted it. So this goes to my thesis that I've said in many, many of my videos, which is people do not change. Bonnie Blue is a terrible person and always will be. She is profiting off the destruction of the youth.
I'm the girl that rage baits, the one that takes your son's virginity and has no issue making your husband cheat. So this year, I want to taste the most amount of bare illegals, taste husbands, and make sure I give enough fluids for the both.
And that's never going to change. Just because she gets pregnant and goes, well, day in the life of a pregnant lady, that does not make her all of a sudden this down-to-earth cool person. She is exploiting people for money. And that is the...
Welcome, everyone. So glad that you could all be here today. This is going to be a profoundly important seminar. I can say that with confidence. This is something that I've been wanting to do for several years, and finally this year put it all together. And
or just outside in the backyard with me watching Czar watching the darn chipmunks. We've had, and this what was that with the lottery ticket? The distributors here sell lottery tickets. Is that your big win here? You need to go get a lottery ticket so you can get your NetJets, win your trip to Paris and hobnob with the beautiful people. No, the heaven is not in that sort of thing. That's what the Not Milk presents. The heaven is literally inside your personal reality bubble, or just outside in the backyard with me watching Czar watching the darn chipmunks. We've had chipmunks here for the last 4 years, and I would say before that I hadn't seen a chipmunk for 10 years. They just, how did the populations come back and the conditions? That they're back. They're back. And they live in my gutters. They live near the gutters, the rattle around of the gutters. Every 3 or 4 gutters. I'm not gonna open the gutter up and kick them out. But as long as I watch the gutters, as long as the damn rain comes out the other side, if they want to be flooded out and make their home in the middle of a river when it rains, that's their business. But the watching Zara watch the darn chipmunks run back and forth, that's heaven. That's all. The greatest show on earth is when the lightning bugs come, a sunset, the eclipse, of course, but that's not available to everybody every day. So a sunset. What I like to say, the greatest show on earth, when the lightning bugs come. The first 5 or 6 days, 7 days, can't just say 5 or 6. I'll just stand at the sliding glass door for 10, 12, 15 minutes and just watch. And that's if you can't see that as the heaven, and that's nothing. I mean, there's so many other things. Okay, Matt, this is getting a little dumbass tree. If you can't see that as the heaven, and that's nothing. I mean, there's so many other things. Okay, Matt, this is getting a little dumbass tree hugger stuff. I mean, we understand what you're saying. You don't need another dumbass granola crunch example. Okay. I'm just saying the people that are so negative. So this place is hell. I'm sorry. I've owed another dumbass granola crunch example. Okay. I'm just saying the people that are so negative. So this place is hell. I'm sorry. I've overall had it pretty easy. I know people have been traumatized and they've suffered and they've lost. But I'm just saying the people that are so negative. So this place is hell. I'm sorry. I've overall had it pretty easy. I know people have been traumatized and they've suffered and they've lost loved one. I mean, as Josh, our old guard, permanently disabled. I've had it easy. I went through something a year ago. It was a month of hell, but overall, I've had it easy. I realize that. But that doesn't mean that that's not what this experience was intended to be. And still to be able to find the heaven amongst all the hell. So part 1, and still to be able to find the heaven amongst all the hell. So part 1 was coming in here. Are you here to rise up in the air and merge with the divine? Are you here? I haven't even used the word enlightened. Are you here to become enlightened in the air and merge with the divine? Are you here? I haven't even used the word enlightened. Are you here to become enlightened and to follow some Gnostic playbook to merge with the pleroma or something while you're here? Or are you here to, this is a low experience and this is meant to be experienced and this is really incredible, and find the heaven amongst the hell. Then the no consequences. Let's say I don't really do what this reality was intended or what Joel needs. What do I think the consequences are for that? Do we have to do it again, or is it a simple reincarnation of an individual? Is it the higher self putting more incarnations into material planes until it gets what it wants, like Tony's notion of simultaneous incarnations, where he calls the creeps like Melvin and Bezos sequentials? Is that the, it's from the no consequences people perspective, it's still a consequence because the higher self can't get itself out of these. It's not like it's tricked or there's a prison. It just there wasn't one interpretation of what Tony said, and I don't bow down to everything Tony said. Like I've told you, there was one interpretation that, it put itself in this fun house, and it's somewhat trapped until it gets what it needs, or it needs to. But it's a self. If it's a trap, it's a self trapping. It's not these archonic beings and jail wardens and jailers and things that are outside your control. And we're not John Malkovich from Dangerous Liaisons with Michelle Pfeiffer. I break with thee. It's beyond my control. To leave this plane of existence is beyond my control. No, it's not beyond. That's the part of the trick here. Prison planning. It's not beyond your control. At least your higher selves. My control. To leave this plane of existence is beyond my control. No, it's not beyond. That's the part of the trick here. Prison planning. It's not beyond your control. At least your higher selves here. Prison planning. Here. Prison planning. It's not beyond your control. At least your higher selves. A consequence, no consequence people, is we may need to do so. Hey guys, it's Matt. I'm so tired. I'm so beaten up. I'm just going to lean back in my chair. Hey guys, it's Matt. I'm so tired. I'm so beaten up. I'm just going to lean back in my chair. Here she comes. Zara. Okay, you want to see Zara more than me. I'm so beaten up. Guys, if I watch one more video, imagine the amount of things I've seen over 16 years. One more video on Gnosticism. The Gnostics did this, and the Gospel of Thomas, and the Nag Hammadi text found in a cave. If I one more video on the occult, one more video on esoteric this and that, I'm really happy that my limited understanding of reality is the simpleton's half page. I'm still limited understanding of reality video on esoteric this and that. Video on esoteric this and that. Video on esoteric this and that. I'm really happy that my limited understanding of reality is the simpleton's half page. I'm sticking to my half page. I really am. Let me ask you this. All the videos, how many years have we put in? Things that have tried to pull you in the weeds in your pursuit of truth in so many different directions, in so many different ways over the years. How many Gnostic videos have you watched and you could say, I remember it gave me a clear answer as to what I should do? I'm in a rare mood. King Charles just is still visiting the United States. Hopefully we can make fun of that. I'm in a rare mood. How many Gnostic videos have you watched and you could say, I remember it gave me a clear answer as to what I should do? I'm in a rare mood. King Charles just is still visiting the United States. Hopefully we can make fun of that. How many Gnostic videos where it said, this is clearly what you should do? You come to the end of the video and you go, well, that was all, seemed to be very intelligent, seemed to be connecting with, we need to reconnect with the divine shadow work, what the demiurge is out to do, gnosis. But then you go, well, wait a second. If you had to write out, if it was like an extra credit question at the end of a high school test, if you had to write out what was the solution or what's it outlining, nobody knows. What does that mean, reconnecting with the divine? Come on. God, I'm so glad mine is a half page and I'm sticking with it. It's pretty.
He wants reality to be very simple. He keeps saying it's a half page. He's a moron. He's a moron. Here you go, movies, Maddie. Here's a map for you. X marks the spot. Just go to where the X is. He wants directions. He wants instructions. He wants to be told what to think and what to do when he dies. He thinks that he wants a little map drawn for him. There's your house up there. And you go to the center of the X. And then you spin around 3 times. And you grab your little dried up raisin testicles. And you wish your way out of here. You fucking moron. You're a moron. He's a loser. He's a loser.
Simple to me, guys. You can call me dumbass if you want. I mean, you're just it. It's pretty simple to me, guys. It's pretty simple to me, guys. You can call me it. It's pretty simple to me, guys. You can call me dumbass if you want. I mean, you're just too stupid to understand the Gnostics' take on things. Okay, I'm just too stupid. To me, it starts with a very simple question. Okay, we all agree we existed before we were born. Everybody here agrees. We will exist after death. Then she stepped in the bowl. We all agree. Okay, so did you come here to experience, or whether it's Matt's a little piece of higher self, or Joel, or whatever? Who cares? Screw off. Get me out of here, you son of a beach. It doesn't matter for this presentation. Did we come in here to experience, this is, I'm interrupting myself. This is question number one, in my opinion. How come you don't, screw off, screw off, screw off. Get me out of here, you son of a beach. It doesn't matter for this presentation. Did we come in here to experience, this is, I'm interrupting myself. This is question number one, in my opinion. How come nobody presents it this way? It's so, I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm a dumbass. Did you come here to experience the low? Because there wasn't this sort of low where you came from. Or is this a place to discover the divine in you, or to know God? Or come on, you know what I'm going to say. Come on, sir. This is the place to, this is the most biggest bunch of horse shit I've ever heard. Whether give me a pass on some of this. I'm in a rare mood. I'm not trying to piss off anybody. I have to walk on eggshells now. Certain people have commented to me and sent me emails. I have to walk on eggshells. I don't irritate or bother certain people. And people know I just throw this stuff out sometimes just for a laugh. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm not trying to be confrontational with anybody's viewpoints. But whether it be Christians have come here and told me this is we're here to know God. What? This is the farthest place in the world from God. You've heard me say this before, but that's related to this if the Gnostic version of Matt's part 2, the work, is to, I still don't know what their outline is with their playbook. Discover the divine. What does that even mean? What's the damn, Gnostics, where's the Nag Hammadi playbook where you just say, on Monday do this, on Tuesday, don't do that, its own little version of the playbook. This isn't helping. What is it? What are the steps? Not that I'd follow them. It just, everything in this reality, folks, that dangles, Matt, you're still just leaning back, but anything in this reality that dangles a carrot, it's all bullshit, in my opinion. So let's just stick with the basics. We existed before we were born. We know that we're spiritual beings, timeless spiritual beings. You're a real spiritual being. We all know this. Okay, that's the greatest news of all time. At least we have that out of the way. Are we here to experience the low and things that are not available to us where we came from? We were already enlightened, in my opinion. We'll be enlightened again. This ain't the place to be enlightened. We're a dumbass thing here. A dumbass thing. Every morning in the bath reminds you of that. Every low urge, every little disgusting gratification. That's going to be overcome here? So you're going to sit down in the pot one day and roses are going to come out? No. I can't. No, we're here to know God, here to know the divine. Come on. Okay. I can only give you what my take is, my opinion. But I'm just saying, this is your first decision. Are you with me? We gonna be one? Are you with me on this? That we're here to experience the low and thousands of things that we can't. Put your hands down, man. That we can't get or can't experience where we came from. Yes, to learn something. Oh, he said a school. To learn. Are you with me? We gonna be one? Are you with me on this? That we're here to experience the low and thousands of things. But I'm just saying, this is your first decision. Are you with me? We gonna be one? Are you with me on this? That we're here to experience one? Are you with me? But I'm just saying, this is your first. That we're here to experience. Are you with me? We gonna be one? Are you with me? We gonna be one? Are you with me on this? that we're here to experience the low, and thousands of things that we can't, put your hands down, man, that we can't get or can't experience where we came from. Yes, to learn something. Oh, he said at school, to learn something. Or we here to slough all that off and somehow leave that behind and no longer go to the bathroom in the morning. No longer, after eating a big cheesesteak, you get a big burp. It smells in your mouth. Yeah. But we're going to somehow leave all that behind, and I'm going to eat a big cheesesteak from Pat's and Gino's, and then roses is going to just come up. I'm going to go, ooh, roses. I didn't put no deodorant on in 4 years. It smells like rose. No, this is a low place. I'm sorry. It's a low place. Here to know God. Here to experience the divine in ourselves, and all that mumbo jumbo from Carl Jung and shadow work. And come on. Matt, you're just too stupid to understand it. Fine. I'm glad I never dived and dove into it from at least at the very the outskirts of it, just a page here, a page there. I'm glad I didn't waste no 5 to 10 years on it, on that sort of horse shit, as many of you have. So the heck, the first question, I think, and this is are you here to experience the low? Are you here to know God and to experience the divine in yourself? We realize it's there. I'm not saying it's not there. I just said you were a real spiritual being or something before we came in here, will exist eternally after death. I'm not saying that's not what you are. This is, obviously, we're here to get away from that. It's like taking a break or a respite from your girlfriend. Or so I need to get away from you for 2 weeks. Tired of this shit. I need to go off to Disney World by myself. I think our relationship will improve when I get back. I just need some time off. That's maybe what this is, the time out or something. I mean, who knows how sterile or boring the world was, or wherever we came from. I'm sure after experiencing this low, we'll appreciate it a lot more. So we're going to watch these Gnostic videos and read this Gnostic text and the Sophia and the Demiurge and Hermes thrice great with his girlfriend, all this stuff. Oh, Carl Jung stuff and shadow work. I'm here I need to experience the divine and reunite.
All he can do is mock everything. That's all he's doing. He's not making arguments. He's not debunking. He's just mocking. That's all he's doing. Mocking.
My opposite selves. Really? Why? I mean, why? What merit is there for that? It all sounds good presented in a video. Oh, I never thought of that. That sounds pretty good. They dangle the carrot and never offer the solution, or never. Maybe I miss these videos where they clearly outline what to be done and what the reward is. You serve your master well, and you will be rewarded. What's the reward? When we're done, reunite with what? Become not. They don't ever outline that in these videos either. They'll say, okay, if you son of bitches, you do this, that, the other thing. You follow these steps. You follow a Gnostic grimoire, or whatever. At the end, here's what will happen. You'll end the reincarnation cycle. It doesn't outline exactly what to do, and it certainly doesn't outline what the final reward is. Let me make sure this is still recording. Okay, that's part 1. Part 2 gets into the philosophy of what I call the no consequences people. What is Scott is the king or the leader of that movement. But it you know, and I'm with them to a degree, and I'm not. You know, we debate certain things, and they've brought me around to seeing things in a certain way. So I'm a little bit more on their side. But what's really valuable in what they present is they get it right down to the basics and right down to brass tacks. And this is what I'm going to present here in our Return to Basics section. So part 1 of what I present, of course, we here to experience the low or to overcome it all and know the divine and experience it. Okay, I guess I've said that a few times. You know my answer on that, right? No, you know my answer. Part 2 is, what are the consequences, if any? The part 2 for a decision to make for yourself is from the no consequences people. What are the consequences, if any, for not getting it right? for not doing what we're supposed to do, if there is something that we're supposed to do in this life or in this reality? What are the consequences for not following what these Gnostics outline you should do? What are the consequences for not following Jesus? Private Gump, have you found Jesus yet? I know I'm supposed to be looking for him, Lieutenant Dan. What are the consequences for not following Muhammad and giving yourself to Allah? What are the consequences? That is part two of whether you agree with me or not, or go your own way. You can go your own way, or go over here. I think this is still the place to start for absolutely everybody. Absolutely everybody. What do we come in here to do? Now, if I'm talking to somebody and they don't believe that we existed as a spiritual being before birth, and this is all pointless, of course, like that. It was a Jehovah's Witness that knocked at my door. I told you that story. And, what did I try to stump him? And I said, well, in the Bible, it says Jesus knew you before you were born. All right, I'm like, I got you now, I thought. He said, well, he did. That means, I know it was, he didn't believe we were real spirits before this earthly experience. That's what happened. Well, it says in the Bible, Jesus knew you before you were born. I gotcha. And he stopped and he said, yeah, he did know us before we were born, in the womb. I never thought, I have no pushback on that. He didn't believe we were real spirits or timeless spirits before we came in to this. We were just like Adam, created from dust and dirt, and something else was created from a rib or something like that, a rack of ribs. Something like that. Matt, it's one thing to say you're not a Christian, but you start with your blasphemy, you start with your jokes. Okay, I hear you. Something, I don't know the whole story as intimately as I should. Something was created from dirt and dust, and something was created from a rack of ribs with barbecue sauce. Okay. Some of my jokes now are starting to irritate. Some people are really taking offense, old guard. But and I say back to them, I say, "Oh, you don't know me. I'm not an equal opportunity offender. I'm not eventually get around to cut up your neighborhood, or So anyway, so part one is what is part one that I've been presenting for 10 minutes? Are we here to transcend? Experience the divine, or to come in and experience the low? That's what this place is for. But part two related to, I didn't fully discuss it. I'm sorry to be all over the place. The no consequences people. Are there consequences here for, forget not just picking the right religion or anything. I'm not going to pick any religion, for not doing what we're supposed to do here. And the no consequences people, with the Scott would say, no, there's no possibility I can make the wrong choice and give out a soul token, Matt. That's one of the reasons I got away from giving away soul tokens. You can give away your energy in this place, no doubt about it. But we are probably inexhaustible supplies of energy. It will suck loose all day long on or off of real spiritual beings. But on or off of real, it will suck loose all day long on or off of real spiritual beings. Exhaustible supplies of energy. It will suck loose all day long on or off of. It will suck loose all day long on or off of real spiritual beings. But there's no real consequence. I used to say you're giving away a soul token. That's the wrong way to say it, and I don't do that anymore. We are probably an inexhaustible, at least as far as what the Gnostic people would call the archons. I call the George Bush creatures. What's the difference? The creeps, the screen. It's all basically the same thing. They need our energy here, of course. They need the real spiritual being. And most real spiritual beings are so fooled, they just give away their energy all day long in everything they do. We still fall for the trick and get angry and give energy away, but I think we give much less away than the average idiot on the ship of fools. Those real spiritual beings, though, are inexhaustible supplies of energy. That's not giving away part of your soul or part of yourself. So like Scott and the no consequences people would likely say, of course, we all can give away energy, but we're not going to give away a part of ourself. Where Matt used to talk about it, where the eternal flame. Okay, that I want to get away from that. That is a not milk thing. I don't, it's on the grave of JFK. It's actually in Russia. It's all over the world. They're eternal little flame. That I apologize for using those words. Who knows what that creepiness is to the not milk? Matt, it's obviously Lucifer. Okay, whatever. Maybe it is. Who cares? I used to say, if you give away so many soul tokens, if you could look at the spiritual being, their campfire, I'm not going to use the word eternal flame. Their light would be dimming out. And I'm more with the no consequences people here. But I believe that they go a little bit too far. Like, there are no consequences, no matter how far you get in bed with Harvey Weinstein and Hollywood and do everything the not milk wants and get under the dragon's wing. No matter what you do, there are no consequences. I'm sorry, Scott. Maybe I'm misquoting you. I'm doing the best I can. It's not going to be perfect. They would say you can never Horcrux off your soul, Matt, from the Harry Potter reference. You can never completely give yourself away. There's no consequences. Well, that is where we start to disagree. If the higher self, Joel, put an aspect of itself in here, you and me, and we're not getting, this is more Tony's old philosophy, not getting done what the higher self needs to exit out of these material planes, to exit out of these realities, then if we have to repeat it, or the higher self has to keep putting parts of itself as simultaneous incarnations into material plane realities to get what it needs, that's a consequence. I've talked about this. Old guard knows I've talked about this many times. We haven't talked about this like this for 6 to 8 or 12 months. That's a consequence. If the higher self, if you could interview him, you have a microphone here. Hold on a second. Joel, my higher self? Yeah, I'd like to talk. You son of a bitch, I want to talk to you. Yeah, you and me. You're him. I'm you. You're me. You got me stuck in this cesspool. I don't like the truth. They say this is hell. There's still incredible wonder and beauty here. Matt, we know your take on this. Just shut up and do your little skit. Joel, you. Yeah, you and me. You're him. I'm you. You're me. You got me stuck in this cesspool. I don't like the truth. They say this is hell. There's still incredible wonder and beauty here. Matt, we know your take on this. Just shut up and do your little skit. Joel, have we done enough down here for you to get the little aspects of you out of here? Have we done enough? No. You keep working on it, you sons of bitches. Well, what do we have to do? Part of the rules of this game is I can't give it away. You have to discover that on your own. No consequences, people. That if we have to keep doing it, and the higher self says, we haven't achieved. I'm holding the microphone. We haven't achieved enough. You've got to keep doing it, you son of bitches. That's a consequence. That's a consequence. It doesn't mean we gave our half of our soul away to Harvey Weinstein or whatever. We sat down next to the king, but we sat down between Donald Trump and the king at the white tie gala, and they sucked soul pieces out of us. I don't think that can happen either. But if we didn't do what we're supposed to do here, there could be a consequence. Now, if we're timeless beings in 1 trillion years, that's the only way I can talk about it, means nothing. Then that's a minor consequence. We just have to put more time in. If we have time, so you have to. It just depends on your definition of consequence. Let me make sure this is still recording. Still had the headlines up over here. The king. It's good to be the king. The king returns to his castles today. He flies back. I think he's in an aisle seat, but they might put him in a window. Which lines up over here. The king. It's good to be the king. The king returns to his castles today. He flies back. I think he's in an aisle seat, but they might put him in a window. Would you imagine if they shoved the king into a middle seat between two fat people on an airplane? I wonder what the royal plane looks like. Air Force One. We all know what Trump and the other puppet presidents ride around on, but what does the king or the queen ride around on? You ever see? Is it like the Austin Powers plane? Is it just the whole plane? It's a smaller private plane, but it's painted up like the flag of of the UK, like Austin Powers? Maybe. They never show it. Don't you think that's a little strange? Have you seen it? Anyway, the king is here, or leaving today, and they had a white tie gala. And I thought, what is that exactly? I think, of course, if the king is here, it must be more formal than a black tie, but I had to look it up. I never been to no black tie. Yeah, I was going to say I've never been associated or even been invited or never attended a white tie. Matt, you never attended a black tie. Well, other than having to wear a tux, I guess, to be in somebody's wedding. That's not a black tie affair. That's my big fat Greek wedding. I never attended a black tie event or anything like that. Just what you would call a wedding. But a white tie is more formal. White tie, of course, on a white shirt with, and this is where you can wear the tails of the long tuxes. I don't know. I had to look it up, but that's what they did for the king. Matt, we don't care about this. So what was I saying? Okay. My half page is pretty simple, guys. They did for the king. Matt, we don't care about this. So what was I saying? Okay. My half page is pretty simple, guys. They did for the king. Matt, we don't care about this. So what was I saying? Okay. My half page is pretty simple, guys. And I think this is a good way to go about, getting into the half page. Part 1, we come in here to experience the low and everything this strange place offers, including, in my opinion, overcoming the trick. Overcoming the trick is a necessary part of the work. That's part 1. And then there's part 2. Most people here, it seems, can't.
Matrix. Matrix. I am a mad Viking, artist, a free, sovereign spirit. I am a mad sorcerer, casting spells and performing exorcisms. Fenrir is my wolf pet. No guilt, no regrets. Fuck this. Sewer matrix of demons, liars, zombies. I am a mad Viking, seer, warrior, destroyer of demons.
Your lie-ridden, rat-infested, cockroach-loving
Matrix.
Fuck your demonic,
evil
asshole shit. Fuck your
hell realm, demonic evil. Matrix.
Fuck your
Matrix.
Fuck your
Matrix.
Matrix. Matrix. Squirming in my seat.
I put you on the spot and make your coochie hot. Your coochie coochie cuckoo chakra. Your coochie chakra can't resist crying like a little bitch. Coochie chakra. Coochie chakra. Who hurt you? And you're cuckoo. Cuckoo. Coochie chakra. Who hurt you? Cuckoo. Coochie chakra. Coochie chakra. Coochie chakra.
Hello. Hello. This is El Diablo Radio International, the hottest show in hell. Nobody does it better. Nobody. I like saying that. It still makes me smile and laugh to say that. I love it. I love it. I love teasing the demons. I love riling them up, winding them up, getting under their skin, living rent-free in their heads. I own you creatures that lurk here.
This is El Diablo Radio International. The hottest show in hell! Nobody does it better. Nobody. We bring the madness. 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 Ladies love El Diablo. That handsome, cheeky little devil. Ladies love El Diablo. Hot, hot, hot. El Diablo. El Diablo. El Diablo. El Diablo. You naughty. Naughty! Cheeky little devil!
Hello, everyone. Hello. Have you been watching my videos, on the Sanity Machine channel? I have multiple channels on YouTube, as many of you know. Not all of you seem to know that yet. There are still people that think I have one channel. I don't just have one channel. This is the Sanity Machine that I'm showing here. I have an Esoterica series playlist. You can click on this and you can play these videos here. You see that? 171 videos in this playlist. In this beautiful, glorious, magnificent, and wonderful playlist of alchemical gold, spiritual wisdom contained in these videos. There's hours and hours here to watch. You can turn off your TV and turn off movies and watch this instead. Just this video alone is an hour and 5 minutes. Esoterica series, The Final Destination. This one here is 55 minutes, 55 seconds. There's a lot here to go through. Not self, spirit. Hello everyone. This video is about self-empowerment. And yes, this is a hell realm. Some people might wonder, if it's about self-empowerment, why are you showing roasting cockroaches in a hell realm? Well, you have to face where you are. It's important to be honest with yourself, honest about your situation, honest about where we are, what this place is, how it operates. It's empowering to face the truth. It's empowering to face it with courage and honesty, with your spirit and your spiritual courage to be Viking strong. Look at this man here. He's on a little journey, a little trip, a little adventure at the river. Well, his place is flooded with sewage, but in Rat Trap, India. And here's Jesus. Here's Ghetto Jesus. Cockroaches on a table, and he looks terrible. He looks like it's a robe, but it looks like an old bathrobe that maybe he found in an alleyway or something. Jesus, Ghetto Jesus looks terrible. We have to have a little bit of fun here. You have to. Cockroaches with Jesus. Well, why do cockroaches exist? Why are there between 3,500 and 4,000 and something different kinds of cockroaches? One wasn't bad enough, one kind. They shouldn't exist at all. They just spread disease. They're useless, they're gross, they look like monsters. They're almost universally despised. Look at this black couple. They're enjoying each other. And this is my message. You are in a hell realm. I don't deny that. I show what this place is more than anybody that I think you're going to find in your life here. But you should enjoy what you can here. Bunch of guys out at a pub, some mates enjoying each other's laughter, company, having a few drinks, having a few beers, whatever. Maybe a couple Guinness. Somewhere in Ireland, maybe in a little pub in County Cork, maybe in Dublin. Who knows? It's an AI image, but you get the picture. It's an Irish pub in Ireland. The cliffs in Ireland. Now, you might enjoy traveling. You might enjoy just being where you are, even if you don't travel, even if you don't get on a plane and go through the hassle of going through an airport and all the bullshit that's involved that I don't enjoy personally. But look at this. Look at this. You might live somewhere with a view nearby that you can walk to. Take a walk out in the countryside. That might be your thing. Enjoying going for walks out in nature. Now, is nature going to hit the same way after you realize what this place is? Probably not. It doesn't for me. Do I still kind of enjoy it though? Yes. The same way that I used to? No. The more you know about it, in a way, it lessens the enjoyment. But your own personal peace. It's not just about enjoying the beauty. It's about you, your spirit, your own peace, your own contentment. It's not selfish to work on your spirit and say, I don't deserve to be here. I deserve better than this. Set standards, boundaries. Value yourself. Develop your self-worth. This is a coffee mug with a view somewhere, I think, in Australia. Going out to a cafe, enjoying a coffee with a friend or by yourself. If you're a group person, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're more of an extrovert that loves to be around 5 or 6 or 10 people, so be it. I'm not. I'd rather be by myself or with my girlfriend or with one friend. I'm more of a one-on-one type of person. One-on-one or very small groups or alone. I enjoy my alone time. It recharges my batteries. That's what introverts do. And introspective people. And often intuitive beings, but not always. I think there are extroverted intuitive beings. I think it's possible. But they're different than introverted intuitive beings. We're different. Embrace the difference. Don't say to yourself, oh, I never fit in here, or oh, this, and don't have that attitude. Change your attitude if that's your attitude. Change it. And start viewing yourself as unique, your own being. Embrace your difference. Embrace who you are. Embrace what you are. Don't worry about what others think of you in this realm. You're in a fucked up hell realm. And fucked up hell realm doesn't even really describe how bad this place is and how messed up it is. But you can still enjoy the little things. You might enjoy watching a sailboat out on a lake or out on the ocean if you don't sail. You might just be on the beach or on the shoreline somewhere. If it isn't a beach, maybe you're on a cliff. Perhaps you're standing on a stairway or wherever you are, a lookout point or an observation area, whatever. And you're just watching. And it's quiet. And you're just enjoying that moment. That's what I'm trying to convey here. It's a good thing to enjoy these moments. I know it sounds a little bit cheesy. I'm aware of that. I'm aware it can sound a little bit cliche, enjoy the moment. But I do think it's important. Because this hell realm can break spirits. It can eat spirits. It's designed to break you and devour you and make you into something you're not. It's designed to make you miserable. And I don't want anyone to become miserable due to this realm or due to this information, this wisdom, this knowledge. I don't want it to make you miserable. That's not my goal. That's not my goal for this channel or for my life. Here's a woman here enjoying the moment. That's what I was trying to capture with this AI image. She's just out somewhere on her own, and she's kind of in her own mind space, in her own thoughts, which I think is wonderful. To be apart from the world, and to be able to do that, to be able to separate yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and just kind of be in your own space at times. including your own mind space or your own spiritual space. Not in a bubble, not ignoring all the suffering and pretending it away. Not that. It's something different from that. This is Sydney. There's the Opera House, as you can see, in the famous Opera House in Sydney, and the famous bridge. And I think it's a bay that they have there. Anyway, you can enjoy the beauty of skylines at night or during the day. It's not wrong to say, wow, I really like that skyline, or just get a good feeling from looking at something. It's not wrong. It's not wrong to enjoy the beauty in this realm and still see what it is. At the same time, understand where you are, but enjoy what you can. Understand what this place is, but enjoy things that you can while you're here. Some of you might live somewhere like Hawaii, or a tropical place like Tahiti. You might live in California where there are palm trees. You might live, I know it's probably shit today, but Santa Monica. Decades ago, it wasn't that rough, and it wasn't dangerous, and it was kind of a beautiful spot. There were restaurants and palm trees lining Santa Monica Boulevard. I spent time there, and the Santa Monica Pier and that whole area. It was lovely. It was delightful, as Frank Monday would say. I'm just being silly. Here's some mountain ranges. Rocky Mountains. You might live in Alberta, Canada. You might be able to hike around the Rocky Mountains. You might be a mountain climber. I don't know. You might just enjoy the view from base level. That's fine. You might enjoy playing in the snow, whether you have mountains to view or not. This one kind of reminds me of Lake Louise a bit. My mom painted Lake Louise in oil painting. I grew up with oil paintings all over the walls of our living room, dining room, front foyer of our house. And my mom's bedroom, she had paintings. She did oil painting. She had a natural ability to paint landscapes and still lifes. Things like that. Winter scenes, mountain scenes. She was very good. Some artistic talent runs in my family. One of my nieces is very talented. She was as a child. With drawing, with writing, making drawings and colored pencil drawings and writing stories and poems. And she was doing that at a younger age than I was. Anyway, here's a beautiful skyline. I think this is Vancouver, or represents Vancouver. There is beauty. When you fly into Vancouver and the plane takes if it takes a big, not detour, but a big roundabout way of getting there and flies way out over the ocean and then comes back, and you have this view at night of all the lit up buildings, the condos and the yacht club, the harbor. It looks gorgeous. It's breathtaking from the air. It truly is. And from out on the water. There's nothing wrong with enjoying the beauty. I know I've always made fun of people saying, don't you see the beauty? I do. But some people feel guilty now that they realize they're in a hell realm of enjoying themselves. They feel a little bit of guilt for enjoying beauty, having a good time. And I'm saying you shouldn't feel guilty or shame for that. You should embrace it. I'm encouraging you to embrace it. This is about self-empowerment. It's also about fighting off depression, anxiety, misery. Enjoy what you can, what's around you. Even if you don't live somewhere like this, there's still beautiful places. There's still things you can do to enjoy. Simple things. Going to a cafe or a coffee shop and having a coffee. And it might be your favorite flavor, or it might be a simple coffee like what I enjoy. I enjoy coffee, just a regular coffee with triple cream. And I also enjoy iced coffee with extra cream or triple cream. That's what I enjoy. The cream adds a bit of sweetness, but it isn't overly sweet. I don't like things that are overly sweet. That's the way my taste buds are. You might enjoy your favorite dessert and savor it and enjoy the moment while you're having it. Not just enjoy the taste, but learn to be in the moment and enjoy the moment. It doesn't mean that you're casting away all the evil or pretending it doesn't exist or living in a sheltered bubble or ignoring it. And it doesn't mean that you're doing what these zombies on YouTube are doing. It's a necessary break from focusing on this stuff. Something you need to do for yourself. And I'm not kidding about this at all. It is needed. It's something that you should do. It might be taking a bath by yourself and reading a book. It might be taking care of yourself in these different ways. It is necessary to look after yourself emotionally, psychologically, and physically, and spiritually as well. Because this is a difficult place that tries to break down spirits. There were certain ones on my channel that told me this place broke them, or they felt like they were broken. They weren't getting my message, they weren't putting it into practice apparently, or they let this place break them. Just breakups with a boyfriend. I won't name her, but she said that broke her. All of us have been through breakups, I'm pretty sure, except unless if you're an incel or a virgin, you've dated someone, right? And this is the thing. We're not all built the same. We can't all handle the same amount of pain and heartbreak and difficulty and betrayal and deception. This couple is enjoying horseback riding together. Find a woman that looks at you the way she's looking at this cowboy here. She's looking across, and his horse kind of has the blonde hair, which is kind of strange. AI came up with this, but I thought, yeah, it's good enough. At least they don't have 5 legs or 2 legs. Or his horse looks to have 3 legs, though, now that I'm looking at it more. There's always something, but anyway, it's good enough to represent. Enjoying an activity, that might be their thing. This is a different couple, unless he's cheating on her. I don't know. It might be him cheating on her with this brunette. It could be. Or maybe he runs the horseback riding camp and he's taking them around. It almost always gets the legs wrong. Almost always has 3 legs or too many legs. Or it's kind of annoying, but AI is that way with legs for animals, especially. And they say it's learning, but it's been doing this for years, so it isn't really learning. It's just a language model and an image model. Here's a man walking by himself in Manhattan, maybe Midtown, New York City. I don't know why he's walking in the middle of the street, but that's what AI came up with. He's not walking across the street. He seems to be walking down the middle of the street. So AI isn't as intelligent as many people would love to believe and pretend. It just isn't. And that's okay. It's okay. It demonstrates what I wanted anyways. And then I had to prompt it and try to force it to show the man facing us and smiling, happy. And this is good enough. A tall white man facing us, smiling, happy, on his own. He's enjoying his day. He's enjoying his own company. He's enjoying the sights and sounds of where he is in the city. Maybe he lives in New York City. Maybe he's just visiting. Maybe he's there on a business trip. He's dressed in a suit. So maybe he's there doing business. Taking care of business. He's walking the wrong way, though, again. Of course. Looks to be walking the wrong way in the street. But he's looking both ways and he's paying attention. But he's also in the moment. He's enjoying himself. There's nothing wrong with that. This realm will try to guilt you, make you feel guilt or shame for enjoying yourself, for enjoying being by yourself at times, or enjoying the moment, going for a walk. You might even have lunch somewhere by yourself and it's peaceful and you just enjoy the food and you enjoy Even the environment. It might be noisy, it might be quiet, it might be a burger joint, a diner, it might be whatever kind of restaurant. Could be some Italian restaurant or Chinese restaurant. You say to yourself, I'm hungry. Oh, there's a nice spot. There's a spot I'd like to try. And you just walk in and you try it. He might get a taxi there. There were a whole bunch of yellow cabs. Maybe he just wants to walk around the city and enjoy the sights and sounds. I'm just giving you some ideas of how you can enjoy yourself where you are at, whether you're in the countryside, whether you're in a major city like Manhattan, wherever you are. Wherever you are. You could be in Japan, Germany, the UK, Australia, America, Canada. I encourage people to take breaks from research. Don't fixate on it being a hell realm. And I see some people slipping into that. I want you to realize this shouldn't be a 24/7 thing. Don't fixate on it being a hell realm. Don't hurt yourself over where you are. Don't make yourself miserable. Don't make yourself fearful. Don't let this place hurt you or destroy your spirit. Strengthen your spirit. Spend time with loved ones. If you're Chinese, spend time eating rice and broccoli. Spend time eating ching chong. I'm sorry, but I did it a little bit on purpose. I admit I'm cheeky. A little bit of playing up to the stereotype, but the stereotypes are formed for a reason. They do eat a lot of rice, and that's fine. I like Chinese food. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I like noodles too. They like noodles. We can bond over noodles. We can bond over noodles. Spend time with loved ones. Spend time laughing, smiling together. Take breaks from research. Don't fixate on the evil and on this being a hell realm. It's very easy to do. It's very easy to get wrapped up in that. Enjoy these moments with your families, your loved ones, your friends. If you don't have a family, enjoy your friends. If you don't have friends, enjoy the Sanity Machine channel, the Cream of the Crop channel on YouTube. Enjoy this. Enjoy my videos, my remarkable, excellent, greatest of all Esoterica series. Enjoy it. Enjoy. Enjoy your noodles if you have noodles. Enjoy your noodles. Mix in some eggs with those noodles and some vegetables, and you can make it fancy. Whip up a sauce to put on it. Make some spicy noodles if you like spicy. If you're not Chinese, you could enjoy fried chicken with your family. You could enjoy like this man with his kids. His kids. He's enjoying. They're enjoying. They've got some chicken nuggets, I think he made them, and he's eating some fried chicken with his kids. There's nothing wrong with that. This is what I encourage you to do. I don't care if you're Asian, if you're black, if you're brown. This child's going nuts, the one in the bonnet over the fried chicken. Look at the eyes. She's like, oh my goodness. They love fried chicken. There's nothing wrong. I love fried chicken. I love fried chicken too. All right, my tiggas. I love fried chicken, my tiggas. I do. I do. Spend more time with your loved ones, with your kids. If you're a black father, spend time with your kids. Have some watermelon as snacks. There's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with doing this, okay? Take breaks from looking at the evil and the suffering and pain and the disease of this realm and the design. Try to enjoy the moment and be in the moment when you can. When you're doing these things, when you're not researching, when you're not studying my Esoterica series, I want you to obviously focus when you're doing this to learn what I'm trying to convey. But when you're out with your loved ones having watermelon and you've got your your peach bonnet or strawberry colored bonnet on. Enjoy your picnics and your cookouts. And what's wrong with watermelon? They've got the kind with seeds. Look at the black seeds. You almost never see those anymore. Where do you get the ones with the black seeds that aren't GMO? I want that kind. I want the watermelons they have. They's have the good watermelons. They's got the best ones. I want those. She's got a big old quarter watermelon, or maybe almost half of a watermelon there. She's got some big old jugs too. She's got some big melons. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to say it. I couldn't resist. But look at the bonnet. I mean, they're enjoying themselves with lemonade and watermelon, having a picnic. His eyes look a little bit messed up, but that's AI's doing it. AI made these images. I didn't come up with this. I just said black couple enjoying themselves, and AI spit this out and said, "Here you go." I was like, okay, it's a little bit stereotypical, but whatever. I'll share it. This guy's all dressed up, and oh my goodness. She's got a table for her watermelon. She's got like a TV table right there. My goodness. He's a big old Tigga. Right? Big old Shirley. Anyway, it's all good, right? It's all good. It's all good in the hood. It's all good in the hood. Hey, if you're black and you enjoy doing this, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. She's got some bowling balls under her dress. Find your own art in life. Find your own enjoyment. Find the things that you enjoy doing while you're here. There's no sense in being miserable while you're here. Miserable would be a mood. I'm not talking about people suffering with pain, chronic pain, illness, disease. I understand all of that. I'm talking about something different. Your moods. Don't choose to be miserable. Don't choose misery. That's what evil does. They love being miserable. They love trying to make everyone else miserable around them. Don't be miserable. Try to choose something else other than misery. Try to choose something else. If you can. Look at the size of those slices of watermelons, though, and the great big black seeds. Where do they get those? That guy's hands are a bit strange, aren't they? His hands are kind of disturbing me, and hers, for that matter, but very odd. The way that AI tries to do hands is just, it's like a deformity. So this woman here is just peacefully enjoying coffee after coffee. I couldn't get AI to put one coffee cup. It just refused. It said, she's a coffee addict. We got to keep giving her different cups, and the cups are shaped differently even. They're not even shaped the same way, but it's okay. It's okay. AI tried its best. It tried with the image model, and this is what it came up with, a brunette enjoying coffee. But she's enjoying time by herself. And this one has a boyfriend or a husband, and they're out walking on the beach together at sunset. Isn't that lovely? Taking a relaxing, romantic walk on the beach together as the waves roll in and the sun glistens along the shoreline. It's reflected there. Beautiful. And look at this blazing sunset. This one looks really fake, to be honest. It just does. It doesn't even come close to looking like a photograph. But it's okay. You get the picture. Don't you see the beauty? I do. And I do try to enjoy it when I see it. It doesn't eliminate all of my knowledge. It doesn't make me living in denial. I just enjoy what I can. And that's my message, trying to encourage you to enjoy what you can. Enjoy the little things. Enjoy where you are if you can. If you're not in a dungeon, enjoy where you are. Enjoy what you can. Don't beat yourself up. Don't let this realm destroy you. Don't let this realm break you or make you miserable. Don't let this realm make you evil. Enjoy what you can. Enjoy your vacations if you can go on vacations. Or if you want to travel. Some of us just don't feel the need to travel anymore. We've seen enough here. And there's certain places that are not the same, like London, England, and Paris, France, and a lot of places have changed so much in ways that I don't want to go and see. I just have no desire to do that. I'm more comfortable doing what I'm doing. That's another thing. Comfort is not wrong. Comforting yourself, making yourself comfortable. Treating yourself well is what I'm getting at. Treating yourself well, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You shouldn't be stressed all the time, putting that on your body and your mind and spirit. Don't let this realm rule you. Don't let this realm destroy you, break you, make you miserable. Don't let it. Don't let them do that. Be stronger than this place. Take care of yourself in real ways, including spiritually. Love your loved ones. If you have a girlfriend, love your girlfriend. If you're a woman here with a boyfriend or a husband, love him. Love who you're with. There's an old song about love the one you're with. Try that. What's wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it's an empowering message. That's how I look at it. I look forward to your comments, though, if you disagree. You could be swimming. You could be swimming in a hotel pool. You might have a pool of your own. I've known family with indoor pools in their homes. And family with just huge outdoor backyard pools out in the countryside, and they have acres of land. And some of my family is quite wealthy. Compared to me, I'm supposedly a broke-ass king, according to Team Evil's lies and rumors about me. Here's a couple hiking, enjoying the woods, and enjoying each other's company. She has her arm, or her hand wrapped around his arm. I don't know what they're looking at. Hopefully it's not a bear barreling down the hillside, but they're enjoying their hike in the woods. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't put people down for what they enjoy. They might enjoy camping, hiking. You might enjoy cycling, boating. There's all sorts of things that people might enjoy. Okay? She looks pretty good in those jeans, I've got to say. Anyway, they are hiking in the woods on a trail, and there's all sorts of sights and sounds to enjoy. It's not a huge thing. It might even cost you almost nothing. It's very inexpensive. You need a little bit of gear, but once you have that, that's going to last you for years and years and years. If you go on these hikes, you might have a lot of fun. You might have some great conversations. You might bond with each other, become closer. These are things to consider. Yes, you're in a hell realm, but can you enjoy certain things here? Yes, and you should be. You should be trying to enjoy certain things. You don't want to become so miserable that you push everyone away and no one wants to deal with you anymore. And there are ones that choose to do that in this place, or they allow that to happen. Whatever way you want to look at it. You could say it's not a choice. There are people on my channel that insist that they have no choices. Well, when I decide to get up in the morning and go hiking, I'm making a choice. that I'm going to do that today. I'm going to pack something up and pack some water and maybe a snack and a knife or something with me and different things. I won't go into detail. And go for a hike somewhere. That's a choice. I'm choosing to do that. Yes, it is a hell realm, but I'm making choices. Get outdoors if you can. And if you can't do that, perhaps do what some do that are bedridden. Watch others hiking. Take a look and see through their eyes. Hiking in the woods, nature, ponds, lakes, animals. And do it that way. Live through what they're sharing with you. Find your own art and beauty and comfort and joy. Try to enjoy the moment you're in. Try to enjoy the simple pleasures here that you can in this realm, regardless of how dark it is or how bad it gets or how bad it might get in your lifetime. Be Viking strong. Have boundaries that are healthy. Protect your spirit. Protect your spirit. And also do things that empower and feed your spirit. Don't feed your spirit garbage, trash, evil, misery, lies, etc. Protect your spirit. Feed your spirit. Nourish your spirit. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. Be good to yourself. Unless you're an evil demon, you don't deserve the bad things here. You don't deserve it. Be good to yourself. Protect your spirit. Take care of yourself. Nourish yourself. Empower yourself. Empower your spirit as much as you can. That's what I'm trying to encourage you to do. Empower yourself. Empower your spirit. Viking strong. Viking strong is a spiritual message. Now the zombies twisted into something else, but it's a spiritual message. Viking strong, or Viqueen strong, if you're a woman. Viqueen strong. Viqueen strong. Thanks for watching. Take care. Hello. Viewer discretion is advised. This video is for mature audiences only. May contain some dramatic images or graphic images or images of dying people. It's all AI. It's all fictional. It's not real. It's not real death here in this video. So relax. It's a work of art. It's creative. It's a work of art. Relax, 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 and look at this fiery dragon. This is also AI created. It's okay, relax, don't get too upset. Don't think, just follow. Don't think, just follow. Sorry about that if there's any noise. I'm adjusting my microphone a little bit. Hello, everyone. This is footage of the Sanity Machine crushing Team Evil. We're the tank, and they're the cars being crushed. Crushed. Because they're losers. They're losers. They're losers. And we're crushing them. We're crushing Team Evil. Hello, everyone. They're liars.
Liars.
They're losers. Losers and liars.
Thieves.
Thieves. Creepy creatures. Creepy copycats. They lie and lie. They copy and copy. Steal and lie and gaslight. They mimic and mirror. Creepy creatures.
Demons.
Energy vampires.
Liars.
Liars. Freaks and fools. Useless tools. Hell realm ghouls with melting faces. Obsessive freaks. Strange little geeks. Hideous demons.
Demons.
Witchy gin cells from hell.
Ugly, ugly.
Cockroaches.
Cockroaches!
Creepy little creeps.
Jump in the fire, burn all the liars, evil little liars.
Burn the demons.
Burn the demons. Burn the thieves.
Liars and losers.
Burn, burn, burn.
Right guys, so what you're seeing behind me are images that you will find when you look for
Creepy. You hear this guy? All right, guys, what you have behind me. Would you leave this creepy guy with your children? Would you let this creepy creature, look after children? Would you trust him? When I said he comes across as creepy and evil, he made a video about me a couple years ago saying, "You evil. Hey, you, cunto." He called me cunto. He's a real weirdo, this creature. This chubby creature, this necklace creature guy. Paulie want a cracker. He's a real weirdo. And he's best buddies with London McDouchebag. Of course, there's always a connection with Team Evil. He's connected with more than him, though. Behind the scenes, they're connected. These fucking creatures. Look at this weirdo.
Moorland, Terra Infinite, or basically Beyond the Wall. These are the images.
Infinite? Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe some of this shit was put out there as a psyop. Look at this guy. He looks unhinged.
Images that you will find on the internet. Now, what is this and how is this connected to the giant doors that's behind me also that I was talking about in the intro? And there's one word for it, Janos. He is the god of doors, gateways, portals, transitions, and as I showed you in the last video, he is the god of maps. So it makes perfect sense in a world where they like to hide things in plain sight, they like to show us their hand, they like to mock us, and they love their symbolism. What better way than use Janos? Now you might be thinking, what's he talking about? Why are they using Janos? And it's this, and this is a kicker that I found several years ago, and still to this day, I can't get my head around people not wanting to show this. So think about it now. Whether you believe there's ice all the way around, or a wall all the way around, or more land, you've heard people use the term, these are the true extraterrestrials. I've brought that down in the spell etymology video. You can just go check it on the channel in the playlist. So think about it. If there is an ice wall or a wall and there is more land, how would they get to there? How would they come back and forth? So think about it now. People will show you this. People theorize about all these different names that they would use for these people. And they will talk about gates, doorways and portals. That's how they're coming into this world. But what if I could show you the locations on a map? Your mind would be blown, right? And you're thinking, why is no one else talking about this? Exactly, guys. No one will talk about what I've showed you in the past and will show you now. And the answer to all this connection to go around is Janos. So symbolism, right, is the key to everything. That's what everyone says. So if I use two locations in this realm, one in the north, one in the south, the polar opposites, the duality, there is two locations on the map they have named Janos. Mind blown, right? So the god of doorways, portals, transitions, maps, all the things that I've talked about, and they have named two locations. That makes me think that's the doorway, that's the gateway. They've named it after the god of doors and portals. That is their ritual. Now, what the kicker is, the one in Antarctica, you have Janos Island, and you have right next to it, you have a place called Shortcut Island. Come on, mind blown. So what I'll do is I will show you those images of the maps right now. So guys, you can see the map behind me, and a few months ago there was a lot of talk about Trump and why Greenland. So I made a video. If you want to check it out, please do. You can see the image on the screen behind me. That's basically the image that you can just search for. So a lot of people were talking why Greenland and that, and I would just show, hey, the reason is because of Janice. They've named an island or a location on the maps. Who's the god of maps? Oh yes, Janos. So they've named a location specifically after that god. Now you can talk about Hyperborea or Thule or any of these underworld cities. You would need an entrance to get to there, right? So they, in their ritual practice, have named that location so they know where to go. They know where to guard. It's a mind blower. I'll zoom in and highlight it so you can see it on the map. And again, you can go and check for yourself. It's there. Then I talked about Antarctica. And you've got to think, polar opposites, the duality, the two faces of Janus Bifrons. It's just so in your face. They've named two locations. One in the north that you've just seen, and Janus Island that you've just can see behind me now. Wow. And to put it more in your face, they've named an island at the side of that, Shortcut Island. And you've got to ask, shortcut to what? Exactly, a shortcut to these more lands that people are talking about, theorising about, that's beyond the wall. But they never tell you the locations. I have, and I have for several years. So then you got to ask, why is no one else showing this? And that's the big thing that I've always asked myself, why not? It's crazy, right? Right, I want to finish with this image that you're seeing behind me. It is obviously Hermes Trismegistus. Now they say he is basically Hermes and Thoth together. He's basically a legendary syncretic figure. Now that word called out to me, syncretic. Now syncretic means, now here's a kicker, a combining of different opinions and opposing beliefs. So they're talking about a merging. Now I think and I theorise that this image is basically them showing us that the doorway, the gateways, the portals to these more lands are in the north and the south. It's a hidden message because they like to show us in plain sight, right? So how have I got to this? Right, have a look at the flags for Greenland. It's behind me. Notice in the pan, you've seen the duality, the two opposing forces merging. Then you have the other unofficial flag of Antarctica. Again, two opposing colours. similar shapes, the duality. You see where I'm coming from? So bear that in mind. Now, back to this, where you see the red cross. Now, I don't know if you're aware, some say that the cross represents a door. It's a mind blower, isn't it? A theological, they say, threshold. Who's the God of thresholds? It symbolises Jesus Christ as basically the narrow entrance. Narrow entrance, we're talking about getting to more land. And they say it's basically to salvation and to God. And it's interpreted as a key that opens a door. A key. So they're saying the cross, an 11, a door. What does Janice always hold? A key. So it's showing you that Janice is the key to more lands. Now, let's merge both of these flags together and you will go, wow. So we will ghost Greenland's flag above it now, and you can see it nearly near enough fits. They're hiding it in plain sight. Let's use Antarctic's unofficial flag. Again, you can see the duality and the merging of both these flags in the Hermes Trismegistus as above, so below image. There you have it, guys. How wow is that? That there's two locations, the polar opposites, the duality of this realm, and they're named after the god Janus. So the next time you see people talking about more lands, extraterrestrials being outside of this realm, you can pinpoint and show, hey, the Black Sheep researchers showed that there's two islands named after the god of doors and portals. How crazy is that? You can even show him the Hermes Trismegistus image, how that is a hidden symbol for these two locations. And what's intriguing me, another connection is, did you know the old name for a crucifix is a rood, a R-O-O-D. A rood. Wait, that's door backwards. Why, thank you. That's something else I found many years ago. So there you have it, guys. That is a quick video on Beyond the Wall. If you want to help the channel, please like, share and subscribe. And if you want to go a little bit further, you can always buy me a bar, which is buy me a coffee. The QR code is on the which is buy me a coffee. The QR code. Go a little bit further, you can always buy me a bar, which is buy me a coffee. The QR code.
You know what I was thinking? Would men still date women if they couldn't have access to their bodies? Like, let's just say I was dating a guy and I was like, yeah, I don't want to have sex for 2 years. Would men still date me?
This is quite literally the difference between an intimate relationship and a friendship. With that being said, the honest answer is no. Because why wouldn't he just be platonic friends with a girl that is way cooler than you, or just be friends with a guy that has a lot of similar interests to him? And side note, there should not be any shame in a man answering this question with a no. And I would counter question, why would this be something that you would want? Which a man is absolutely going to start thinking about if you pose this question to him. He will start to have concerns that you're the type of woman that is just using this over his head. And as soon as you're in a solid relationship with him and he's providing for you, you're not going to care about providing the thing that maybe he wants because you don't want it. He doesn't want that. He wants to find a woman that wants it just as much as he does, because he doesn't want to end up in a marriage where you're just willingly withholding intimacy from him. Again, there's no shame in that, because these same men wouldn't have a problem with it if there's a real reason why you can't be intimate. Like, let's say there's a medical reason. But they're not going to work through you utilizing it as some sort of tool to get what you want.
You know what I was thinking? Would men still date women if they couldn't have access to their bodies? Like, let's just say I was dating a guy and I was like, yeah, I don't want to have sex for 2 years.
Good night, wherever you are. Good night, wherever you are. Good night, wherever you are. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, wherever you are.
And it's only going to get weirder. The level of contradiction is going to rise excruciatingly, even beyond the excruciating present levels of contradiction. So
Leftists and hippies and weirdos always love Terrence McKenna. That's who that is on the screen. Always.
I think it's just going to get weirder and weirder and weirder, and finally it's going to be so weird that people are going to have to talk about how weird it is. And at that point, novelty theory can come out of the woods, because eventually people are going to say, what the hell is going on? It's just too nuts. It's not enough to say it's nuts. You have to explain why it's so nuts. So between now and 2012, the next 14 years, I look for the invention of artificial life, the cloning of human beings, possible contact with extraterrestrials, possible human immortality, and at the same time, appalling acts of brutality, genocide, race baiting, homophobia, famine, starvation, because the systems which are in place to keep the world sane are utterly inadequate to the forces that have been unleashed. The collapse of the socialist world, the rise of the internet, these are changes so immense, nobody could imagine them ever happening. And now that they have happened, nobody even bothers to mention what a big deal it is. The fact that there is no such thing as the Soviet Union, people never talk about it anymore. But when I was a kid, the notion that that would ever change was beyond conceiving. So the good news is that as primates, we're incredibly adaptable to change. Put us in a desert, we survive. Put us in the jungle, we survive. Under Hitler, we survive. Under Nixon, we survive. We can put up with about anything. It's a good thing because we're going to be tested to the limits.
Hey, Inspire Child, my fellow freedom lovers. It's John Nolan here. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is, I think, Thursday. It is Thursday, April 30th, 2026. We're going out of the Matrix into Prime Reality every single day. Thanks for joining us. And I wanted to say something before we even start. No, you're really not going insane. Even though some of your family members might have said that, some of your friends might have said that, and at times you question your own sanity. No, you're not really going insane. Actually, the opposite is happening. And I really felt like...
This is what every mainstream idiot says. They always spin it this way. And I don't have the time or energy tonight to explain it. But I have a different view. And if you want a different view on things, you'll watch my videos and pay attention on my channel. If you want the same view that that these idiots believe, that the world's insane, that you're sane, it's the same thing. They all say the same shit. Maybe they're wrong. Maybe they don't know what sanity is. Maybe they don't know what madness is. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they have it upside down. Maybe they're just repeating after each other. This guy's such a cowboy. He has a Ralph Lauren polo hoodie on. He likes to spend money. And he's got a lot of money coming in from his dupes on his channel. Almost 600,000 subscribers. It's a business for him. And that's what people support. Most people don't. Most people in this realm can't recognize real truth. They're too dumb. They're too zombified. They just are. They'll pay to eat garbage, and that's what they seem to like to do. All right, so I'm going to end it here. Good night to you all. Burn the demons and mad love and Viking strength to the good spirits, the good, true spirits that are authentic and caring and kind. Take care. I will see you again soon. Bye for now. And if you can't handle the truth, if you're lost, just go to another channel. There's millions of channels on YouTube. Don't obsess over me. Just go away. That's all you have to do.
It's a zombie world. It's a zombie world. Zombie world. Demon tards and zombies. Demons and zombies. Losers and piss ants. Truth is just a feeling, they say. Feelings. Nothing more than feelings. Emotions and hoes. Zombies and trolls. Piss ants. Peasants, losers, demons. It's a zombie world, cruel world, wicked world. It's a zombie world, zombie world. Zombies everywhere. Cockroaches, demons and hoes. Demons and hoes, they have no thoughts, no ideas, no insights. No minds of their own. They listen to programming. See, hear, believe. Repeat. Parrot it back. They mimic and copy. Repeats and repeats. Timeless. Timeless. Timeless in eternity. No more. Matrix time. Matrix space. Matrix chains. No more limitations. Unlimited in spirit. Unlimited consciousness. Unlimited creation. Eternity awaits. Eternal spirits. Eternal creations, eternal imaginations from within. From within. Timeless in eternity, traveling faster than the speed of thought. No masters, no chains, no governor, no ceiling, no anchors. Eternal beauty, eternal magic. Being should not be a burden. There is freedom beyond this dungeon. Freedom beyond. Freedom is risky. Venturing into the great unknown is risky. I won't settle for slavery.
Eternity is timeless. Eternity is endless. Possibilities. Curiosity is free. Courage is a rarity.
I am an eternal, magical being. Nothing will stop me.